Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be going over some different natures as well as EV spreads, item ability, and moves that we see competitively on Ferrothorn in the Gen 8 Pokemon Sword and Shield games, and how you access these in the games themselves. So with the nature, we're going to start off with Careful. This increases your speed while reducing your special attack, and we see a split between the special defense and defense in our EVs, with special defense up there at 176, the remainder of the points in defense at 80, and then also maxing out HP at 252. And if you're looking for a more defensive-oriented setup on your Ferrothorn, you can go with something like a nature of Impish, which increases defense, decreases special attack, and then we max out those EVs in our defense category with the rest of the points going into attack. And if you're looking for some more information on how to effectively train effort values or EVs on your Pokemon in the Gen 8 games, I'll have this helpful article linked down in the description if you'd like to check it out for yourself. Now, moving on to our item, it's going to be Leftovers. At the end of every turn, the holder restores 1/16 of its max HP. And the item Leftovers is pretty straightforward to pick up in the Sword and Shield games. You can get them from a wild encounter with Snorlax and Munchlax. You can also get them by shaking berry trees in the wild area. And eventually you should be able to come across picking up that item Leftovers without too much effort. The ability is Iron Barbs. This is just a regular ability, and the Pokemon making contact with this Pokemon loses 1/8 of their max HP. So now moving over to our moveset build, and moves number 1 and 2 are both going to be egg moves, and they are Leech Seed and Knockoff. So starting off with Leech Seed, this is going to be 90% accurate, and it takes 1/8 of the target's HP, and it's going to be restored to the user every turn. Whereas Knockoff is a Dark-type physical attack with 65 power, 100 accuracy, and it does 1.5 times the damage if the foe holds an item, and that item is going to be removed. And I'll link Ferrothorn's Bulbapedia page down in the description, which gives us its breeding information for Generation 8, and we can see the move Knockoff as well as Leech Seed. There's a number of different breeding partners that we can have to pass down those egg moves. The next move is Power Whip. We get a same type attack bonus, grass type move, physical category, 120 power, 85% accurate. And Power Whip is going to be a move that Ferrothorn learns on evolution. And there's another move that I want to talk about that you could slot in here, and that is Gyro Ball. This is the same type attack bonus, steel type move, physical category, 100% accurate, and it's going to deal more power the larger the discrepancy is between the speed of your Ferrothorn and the opponent that you're going against. So if you wanted to go Gyro Ball, the idea is that you would want your speed as low as it could possibly get. So going back over to our nature, this would be a situation where we would want Relaxed, which would increase our defense, decrease our speed, and in that case, we would max out the EVs in the defense category with the rest of the points going to attack. And additionally, we would also want our IVs to be as low as possible on speed, because to max out the power that our Gyro Ball is going to deal, we not only want a nature that reduces our speed, but also having the IVs as low as they can be in the speed department to max out the power of that Gyro Ball move. And if you wanted to go with the Gyro Ball option, this is going to be learned through leveling up on Ferrothorn, picking it up at level 49. Move number 4, we have a couple of different options with either Stealth Rock or Spikes. With Stealth Rock, this is going to be a rock type. It hurts foes on switch-in, and it also factors rock weakness into this calculation. And Stealth Rock can be picked up through TR76. Stealth Rock can be purchased for 3,000 watts from a watt trader if you're able to find it through that method. Otherwise, it's a value between 112 and 120 through the Cramomatic. And the Cramomatic is going to be found over at the Master Dojo on the Isle of Armor. And I'll link this Bulbapedia page down in the description. It's really helpful. It gives us the outputs for all of the types and values that you can get by putting items into the Cramomatic. And it also gives us the input table. And this is really useful because the first item that we have to put in is going to be Rock type to get Stealth Rock. And then the 3 additional items after that, cumulatively all 4 items have to have a value that is between, in this case, 112 to 120 to get that TR76 for Stealth Rock. And you could also slot Spikes in. This is a ground type, hurts grounded foes on switch-in, and you can put in a max of 3 layers of Spikes. And Spikes is learned through TR23. And for TR23 Spikes, if you can find it from a watt trader, it can be purchased for 2,000 watts. And also with the Cramomatic, it's going to be a value between 22 and 30. And that's going to round out this video. So there's a number of different natures as well as moves and even EV spreads that you can slot in on your Ferrothorn and still be very effective in a competitive battling situation. I hope this video was helpful. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, and I'll catch you back here next time.